Let me know if you can. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. It's Miss D here, your Coca librarian for one of our 12 days of the holidays celebration. I'm just confirming that I am live and it looks live with some of my family members here. Yay! So it looks like we're all set. Were you able to get in? Yay! Awesome. So today we are going to, this is a surprise holiday program we're going to be doing. So I have a couple of books that I'm going to be reading tonight. I have Bear Stays Up for Christmas. And then I have, of course, a holiday classic, The Night Before Christmas. So we're going to be reading that. And then we're going to be making like little snowflakes here. So all you need to make the snowflakes are some scissors, a pencil, a flat surface, of course, and some printer paper or construction paper or whatever you have at home. So we're going to be beginning here in just a few moments. I'm just going to wait for everyone to sort of be alerted that we are going live and doing a stream. I have my lovely decorated tree here and some gifts under the tree as we begin and get ready to start. So this should be like a quick, fun event for you and your families at home. I hope everyone is celebrating holidays and having such a good time, spending it with like family, friends, however you are celebrating, whatever holiday you are celebrating. And my family, we, because I am a Christian, we therefore celebrate Christmas. So we usually put a tree up. We will exchange gifts. When pre-COVID, we would definitely be in church and singing and celebrating and everything. So it should be a good time. So tonight, I'm so happy to be sharing some of my classic stories that I have that I enjoy, some new stuff, and then also some old stuff with all of you. So I look forward to getting started. We're going to begin with the book. So I'm super excited. If you're in your pajamas, as I am in my pajamas, and then I have some holiday festive headgear. So if you are here, say hello. Say hello, say how you're doing. I am doing well, and then we're going to begin. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'm just going to really quickly just go and really quick and come right. I'm going to type welcome over into the chat. And happy holidays. Hi, everyone. And I'm going to begin in just a few seconds here. Just a few seconds here. I'm going to start. For those of you who are just signing in and those of you who are joining us, we are going to be making snowflakes tonight. Yay! This is my first attempt at a snowflake. I'm going to be making another one with you all. So you're just going to need a piece of paper. Ta-da! You are going to need some scissors, and then you are going to need a pencil, and then of course a flat surface. And if you are a little too young to be using scissors, make sure you have a parent or guardian nearby, so that way they are able to assist you with that process. They'll assist you with the process. We are going to begin, and the first thing that we are going to do, as always, I like to, since I'm going to be sitting down for most of the activity, because Miss D, the Cocoa librarian, has an unfortunate injury, so I'm not able to do, for our jump up and down song, I'm not able to actually jump up and down, so I have to be able to sit down because I just had a minor procedure done, but it's okay because I'll be able to still clap, and I'll still be able to do a little dancing. And then I can, hopefully for stomp, I'll do stomping on the ground, but you yourself at home can stand up when I say stomp all around. You can definitely, I encourage you to do that. And then of course, if anybody has like any bells or something that they can jingle, at one point I'm going to say jingle all around, and then I'm going to jingle my bells for this particular song. So let's get started. And then instead of saying the child's name, I'm going to say families. So it's our families jump up and down song. So instead of me jumping, I'm just going to jump up like this. Are we ready? I'm ready to go. Okay. Families, families, jump up and down, jump up and down, jump up and down. Families, families, jump up and down. And then we sit back down. And now we're going to clap. Families, families, clap all around, clap all around, clap all around. Families, families, clap all around. Then we sit back down. Let's get that stomping in. Ready? And families, families, stomp all around, stomp all around, stomp all around. Families, families, stomp all around. Then we sit back down. Does anyone have those bells handy? Because I'm going to start jingling my bells. Are we ready? Families, families, jingle all around, jingle all around, jingle all around. Families, families, jingle all around. Then we sit back down. Yay! So let's settle in for our story time. The first one that we are going to read is actually one of my favorites because this is Karma Wilson, and she does a whole series of bear stories. It's like Bear Snores On, Bear. This one's called Bear Stays Up for Christmas, but it's like Bear's always doing something with his friends. So it's a really, really great series. So check that out. It's Bear Stays Up for Christmas by Karma Wilson, but she's written a ton of other ones that are fantastic for you and your families to read. So let's read this one. So this one is Bear Stays Up for Christmas. The day before Christmas, snuggled on his floor, Bear sleeps soundly with a great big snore. Is that snoring? Dear Bear, get up, Mouse shouts in his ear. We won't let you sleep through Christmas this year. His friends are all there, gathered in his lair, and the bear wakes up. He stands with a stretch and a great big sigh. I hope I can make it. I do want to try. Don't worry, squeaks Mouse. Hare says, it's all right. We'll keep you busy all day and all night. He tries to lie down, but his friends all frown. So the bear stays up. See the bear? He's staying up because he's anxious and he wants to see the holiday. Come on, says Badger, time to follow me. In Pine Grove Glen, there's a fine Christmas tree. So they stomp through the woods and they tromp down the tracks. They hoist up the tree onto Bear's big back. Woo, say that 10 times fast. He plods very slow as they trudge through the snow, but the bear stays up. They're going on an adventure. Back at the cave, Gopher brews mint tea, and Mole pops corn to string up the tree. Raven and Wren bake a fresh fruit cake. The friends do their best to keep Bear awake. So Bear is staying awake. Yay! His shoulders start to stoop and his eyelids droop. He's getting kind of tired, but the bear stays up. Do we think he's going to go to sleep? Let's see. They hang up their stockings by the warm firelight and hum Christmas songs like Oh Holy Night. They cuddle and sing as they wait for the sun. But soon all their voices fade to just one. A bright star glows while his good friends doze, but the bear stays up. Are we ready? Bear giggles and grins, he works and he raps, he bustles and bakes while everyone naps. He piles up presents under the tree, but who's at the doorway? Bear doesn't see. He toils all night until the sun rises, making his friends their Christmas surprises. Just before dawn, he lets out a yawn. Oh, but the bear stays up. There we go. What do we think's going to happen? When Christmas arrives so lovely and white, Bear's friends awake to a glorious sight. Presents and goodies all piled up tall. I stayed up, says Bear, just to share with you all. Look what he did. As his friends shout with glee, Bear lies by the tree, but he still stays up. All right. Wren flies to the stocking and tweets out a cheer. Besides our bear's presents, Santa was here. When all the gifts are open, there's one last surprise. Badger shows Bear a quilt just his size. Bear snuggles up tight and mutters good night. Then Bear falls asleep. His friends tidy up and slip from the lair. They whisper, sweet dreams, Merry Christmas, dear Bear. The end. Okay, so for those of you who just joined us, we are going to, well, this one, the book was called Bear Stays Up for Christmas by Karma Wilson. So we are going to be making snowflakes. So this is a quick activity that you can make at home, simple, very cost effective. You don't need that many, don't need that much material. You just need some scissors, a pencil, and then I just use a plain piece of paper right here. And then that's really all you need to make your fancy snowflake. I am actually going to angle my camera, and then I'm going to ask my helpers if they're able to see this clearly with the camera. Just to make sure they're able to see Miss D's felt board here. This will be my surface, and you guys will all be making your own surface. Are you guys able to see that? Yeah, those are my helpers in the background. Yay! Alrighty, so I have a piece of paper here, and what we're going to do, we're going to begin by folding our paper to create a snowflake. And here's my sample that I have here that I made. And I also have some other ones that I'll quickly get up and show you towards like the end that myself and one of my fabulous coworkers we made. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our paper and we're going to like lay it horizontal this way. And then what you're going to do, you're going to begin by folding the one side all the way to the about 3/4 of the way down till you have about like at least a fourth of like that left. And then what you're going to do, you're going to fold as if you're making like a little sailboat here, kind of looks like you're starting to make that, like a little triangle. Excuse me. So now what you're going to do, you notice you have like this extra little flap here. You can either fold it to get rid of it, and you fold it, like crease it, fold it back and forth until it comes off if you want to do it without the scissors. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it, and then I'm going to take my scissors and cut along the folded line that I just made here. So I'm going to move this a little bit closer so that way you guys are able to see. I'm going to just cut along the folded line here. So I just have this little triangle that I made. So I'm going to grab my scissors, which I have in this place. Don't do that. So then I'm just going to cut along that folded line. So that's all I have is just the triangle left. So now that's all I have left. Give you guys just a second to do that. We have Christmas cookies being made in the background here for the holiday. I have my sister and my dad over in the kitchen, and they're baking up some holiday cheer for us. Christmas cookies, yay! Alrighty, so we have this. Snip, 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 snip. I'm just gonna cut the end because it was kind of a little bit off. Alrighty, so now what we're gonna do, we should have like a little triangle. And now what you're gonna do, you're gonna make a smaller triangle. So you're gonna take this end and fold it to this end until you have another triangle, just like so, smaller one. And this is just a 6-sided snowflake that we're going to be making. There are other ways of making a snowflake, so by all means, if you have a different way of making it that's fun and quick and easy for you, go ahead and you do you. Do what's best for you. All right, so now here comes like the little tricky part when you're going to fold it. You should have like a smaller version of the triangle that you had, just like so. And then what you're going to do, you're going to take the point, you're going to have the point here, and you're going to fold it. You're going to fold the one side at least until the middle here, till the center. You're going to fold it right into the center. And then you're going to do the same exact thing to the other side, and you're going to have this long edge here meet this short edge on this side. So this long edge is going to line up with this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to line it up, fold it nicely. And then what you should have something that looks like almost like a fox head, kind of. Does that look like a fox head? That looks like a fox head to me. And you should have this like little line going across right here. Little line going across right there. All these extra. What you're going to do, take your scissors, line that up, and we're just going to snip that off. We're just going to snip that away. Ta-da! It's like magic, but with scissors and real material. So I'm just going to make sure I get that nice and straight. Make sure I have it all lined up. So now what you should have a smaller, nice thin triangle. So now I'm just going to lay it back down. And then this is where the fun part. If you want to, you could Google, you can easily do like a Google search of six-sided triangle design. So that way you can get really fancy with it. Or you can just kind of like eyeball it and freestyle it. That's what I did for my one that I made here. But for the other one, like I had used a book for different designs. So that way I can get something a little bit more technical. But for this one, I'm just going to do what I did last time, and I'm just going to kind of like freehand it here, just draw a simple design. I'm going to start in the corner here, start over in the corner, and I'm just going to start to draw just a design that I feel might be able to work for me. I'm just going to draw a design, something simple for me to be able to cut, do a little divot there. And then another divot like that, meet in the middle here. I'm going to leave this little edge. So this is what I have here. Let me see if I can get the light right so you guys can kind of see it. There we go. It looks like that kind of. And then I'm going to do another one on the other side. Try to draw that a little bit, fix it up just a little, just a smidgen. Do the same thing over here, and then go again. There we go. There we are. So now I have drawn my design, and I'll show you guys in a minute here. Just kind of clean it up with my scissors, not my scissors, my pencil here. So this is the design that I decided to draw. It's quick, it's easy. Ooh, are you guys able to see that? Or I'm trying to, there we go. So this is the design that I have. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and cut along the edges here and see how that turns out. I'll cut along these edges right there. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to start cutting away the excess. And fingers crossed this comes out okay, because sometimes I will admit I am not perfect. And I do sometimes mess up this cutting right here, but I'm doing my best. And that is what we're supposed to do. We're just supposed to give it the old college try. Or just try. Do your best. There we go. So here we are. We have it here. So now it looks like this. Now we have like it done this way. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to begin to unfold it. Oh, I forgot to erase my lines here. So I'm going to go through and quickly erase my lines. Quickly erase my lines. Just erase. Do a quick erase here. Just erase. And so now it's coming out. Do we think it's going to look nice? Do we think it's going to look nice? Let's see. Let's see what we have. Are we ready? Drum roll, please. Ta-da! And I have another snowflake. So you can make as many of these as you want, like as many of these as you want, as many designs. So this is the design this is what came out. And you can just hang them all over the place. Ta-da! Ta-da! There we go. That's a snowflake I made. So I have two different ones. This one's a little bit more, has like a lot more excess on the side here, but this one has a lot less. So that is our snowflake demo. And if you liked like that, feel free to, come back, rewatch the video so that way you can make some more. And towards the end, I'll be showing you a couple more snowflakes before we close here. So that way you guys are able to see a little bit more. But I want to put this aside, come back to the lovely tree, and I want to finish off with a Christmas classic. This one is The Night Before Christmas. Are we ready? I sure am. The Night Before Christmas. All righty. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. Soon would be there. Stumbling. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I and my cat had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to the objects below. When what to my wandering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courser they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and Saint Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. There goes St. Nick. He's like, shh. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a blow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump and a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Alrighty. So that was actually one of my favorite classics. That and The Gift of the Magi are actually some of my favorite tales, because it's just, the night before Christmas just reminds you of like the magic of Christmas, sitting that the kids staying up, seeing Santa at night. And then, of course, The Gift of the Magi just reminds you that no matter how we plan, how many gifts we plan to give one another, the most important thing is to spend time with one another, because that's just important. It's the holidays. It's a season of love. It's a season of giving. But it always doesn't have to be something that's material. What's important is the times that we're spending with each other and the memories that we're building. So I'll be sure to post a quick video of the different snowflakes that I made for you all. So that way you guys can see the different designs that you're able to do. And then I will make sure to post a couple pictures of these on my Instagram page. So if you're not following me at the Cocoa Librarian, don't forget to follow my Instagram page. And then also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have much more stuff coming up in the new year, and we also have a New Year's Eve activity for all the little kids. But as always, this is Miss D, your Cocoa Librarian. Merry Christmas, and you all have a enjoy your holidays, have happy holiday, and as always, happy reading. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye. Enjoy and have a happy holiday. Bye.